let's get weird. It's time for the recap.
Well, we really went to town on Cross, the cyborg android robot thing that emerged from the coffin. It was really just harmless and loading, but Rafstold, compelled along by and encouraged by Druev, determined that it was possibly magical and didn't want anything to do with it, and then started bashing it. And it tried to just continue loading whatever programs it was loading, but we continued to bash it. And then it went into self-defense mode. It got absolutely wrecked by Big Bertha. Rafstold then equally got wrecked by Cross before it took off, breaking through the wall Kool-Aid Man style and having stolen Bertha from Rafstold's unconscious fingers. Breaker and Druev tried to give chase, using Hunter's Mark to track Cross, but eventually got away. Everybody came back. We got this big old bottle, and we're waiting around with Clarence and everyone and the traveler trying to figure out what's going to happen. And then we decide, hey, let's open this big old bottle. It's got to be Boozahol, right? We could use some Boozahol. And then nobody could open it. And then finally, Breaker's like, hey, I have a rapier trick that we should try. And that opened it, causing a huge explosion of magic, which ended up, one, bringing us into, what is it called?
Calico.
Calico. I knew it was a C word. Bringing us into Calico, giving the Traveler back his powers. He got his mojo back, changing Rafstold and Fichet in some degree that is yet to be completely known, and apparently absolutely obliterating and killing Druev and Breaker dead. And then also Puddlehopper is now an enormous human-faced bird with fire wings and currently flying through the air, carrying the Traveler, Fichet, and Rafstold as he shouts from Puddlehopper with his hands in the air, much like the boy from the Neverending Story upon the luck drug. And
so the Traveler takes a seat there in the dirt, in the broken pieces, and he's like, so you got a bottle out of that coffin. You're going to break it open or what?
Oh, yeah, it's a good idea. I will say a quick limerick and pop it open.
Give me a strength roll.
12?
That doesn't budge.
I will hand it to my bruised and burly friend. Rafstold, think you could handle it?
Rafstold very painfully and gingerly takes a seat next to Puddlehopper's cage and says, I can give it a try, but first, if you don't mind, I must open my own. And he pulls out his growler and opens it and takes like a huge chug from it.
And while you do that, Breaker picks up Clarence and moves him away from you before you open up the other bottle. It clearly says "Do not open."
Oh yeah, no, I do. I mean, he's got to be familiar with the idea that you don't point the cork end of this at yourself when you open it, right? I'm assuming.
I don't know if Rafstold is a big champagne drinker.
Well, but even ales and things, they build up pressure as well.
So Rafstold will give it a try, although he is rolling at disadvantage. 11.
This thing is not budging.
Breaker, what about you?
Winces in pain, and he says, "My ribs are broken. I'm not gonna be opening too much in a little bit." And he hands it back to Druev.
I have a rapier.
I think it works the same way.
Are you going to do that thing that you did before?
Break the top off?
Yeah.
Sure, I will. Why not? I got a 19 to hit.
It I mean, you've done that many, many times, but for some reason, this one does not open.
I will hand it to the traveler and say, I'm at a loss. You have any ideas?
I don't know. But it's got booze in it. So I surely don't want the bird to swallow it.
Delectable.
I've removed have I taken the cage off of it?
Yeah, you've got the cage off of it. You just can't get that top off.
Oh, God damn it. All right, I will take out my Golden Girls towel. Which I'll wrap the top around the cork at the, so it doesn't smash into anybody's head. I was trying to keep this a secret, but and I will try again. Can I use my primal savagery, because it grows my fingernails, to help get a good grip on it to yank it open?
Okay, I'll give you advantage.
All right.
Breaker's going to sing a song of strength to inspire him.
Okay.
15.
You can add a d6 to that.
4. So 19.
Again, feels like it's about to, but no.
God damn it. Can I use an action point? Can I waste an action point on opening this goddamn bottle?
Yes, I will let you use an action point. Okay.
To give me that one extra strength to put me over the top?
I think it was the towel that did it.
All right. And hopefully that stops the cork from smashing anybody in the head.
So.
Did you just take out 8d6, or you did a fireball come out of it?
No. It's more than that.
Oh,
so,
shit.
Meteor storm.
So who's in this room now?
All of us.
All of you, the traveler.
Clarence.
Dr. Clarence, is he in the room?
Yeah, I just pushed him to like the far corner away from this bottle.
And the Torchmaster and the bird.
I said, I swear, if you fucking pull a Dumb and Dumber on Pearl Hopper.
Well, if only he was a familiar, he'd be able to live.
Just so you're aware, I am ready to spend an action point to throw Breaker's body over Dr. Clarence, since we kind of have to get him back to Brookdale. It's the whole reason we came here.
Shield him from this, whatever is about to happen.
Yes. I will, spend an action point and take the full brunt of the damage if necessary.
Okay, so it's really not damage.
Nonetheless, as soon as the thing's broken, I dive on top of Clarence to shield him from what I expect to be an explosion.
I feel a little bit guilty because I had the traveler suggest that you open it, and you were more than willing to and continued to try. So this...
You don't feel guilty at all.
This is a magic collection thingamajig. This is what was sent to this planet that collected the magic, and that's why it left. So the contents under pressure are magic. Lots and lots of magic. This has the ability to either A, make your character really good, or kill them. And we are about to find out what it's going to do. So, let's begin. We will start with a D6 roll.
For everybody?
From each of us, or one?
Yep, everybody. Give me one D6 roll. So this correlates with ability scores. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if you rolled a 1, that would be strength. 3 would be constitution. Okay? All right, we're tracking with that. Now I want you to roll another D6. It cannot be the same number. You are to switch those two ability scores.
Oh, God damn it.
Okay, that's tremendously bad.
Same for me.
Yeah, I got lucky. There's not much difference between these two.
Nor for me.
Oh, that just fucked me.
I have to figure out how to do this
All my spell set DCs just
in
went
this
down.
program. See, I have to figure out how to do this because it's not just my score; it's my score and all of the things
Yeah,
that
your
have boosted
spells
it
will
over time.
change, right? Yeah.
Well, just saying, even switching the scores, it's not like a piece of paper. I've got to change
Right.
a bunch of stat modifiers around to get this to work. Charisma went from 18 to 13, and my strength went from 13 to 18.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's basically what happened to me
Big
too with my
difference.
constitution.
Is this a permanent change?
I don't know.
Yeah, I hope not.
Okay, so the next step is I need
Oh, there's
D100.
more.
Oh, yeah.
D100. Okay.
D100. Okay, so you gain these flaws. 36. So 36 and 37, they're the same one. So it would be Ralph and Fishay. Achieving my goal is the only thing of interest to me. I'll ignore everything else to pursue it.
Ralph
So
and
we're
Fish
back
are
to-
sitting too close together.
Eating everything again.
I mean, that sounds like Ralph anyway. 77. I am convinced that powerful enemies are hunting me and their agents are everywhere I go. I am sure they're watching me all the time.
That's just true.
Breaker. I can't take anything seriously. The more serious the situation, the funnier I find it.
Also true.
So I'm basically paranoid. It kind of was already.
We come to the D100 roll, the last one.
Another D100.
Another one, yeah.
I got a 3.
I got an 8.
Those low rolls were not good. Well, I guess I'm going back to Hesh. That Golden Girls towel will look nice around his shirtless shoulders.
So there is a white flash as the bottle is opened. Everything stops. Everything goes in super, super, super slow motion. You all are now in a field. It is a bright sky. In the distance, looks to be like a stadium, maybe. It looks the features of a stadium. It's a cloudless sky, green grass. You're laying in a field. Ahead of you is a figure who's wearing a pirate hat and a cloak. Fishay, you are... Yes, you're correct. Fishay, you're standing there. You kind of look around, surveying the scene. You see that Drew, Ev, and Breaker are laying on the ground. They are not getting up. Ralph is just kind of sitting there. He's in a stupor.
I would go up to Breaker and shake him, and then over to Drew, and I would probably just push him a little bit, or push her a little bit.
Okay. Their bodies are not moving.
Yeah. Best to save them for later. And I try to drag one of them with me. Is that pirate figure still there?
He's in the distance, maybe like 100 feet away.
Oh, okay. And then I would start to shake Raph's stool. Like, are you there?
Raph's
You don't
still,
wanna-
yeah, you come too.
What? How are we? What is going on?
Yeah. We seem to be lost. And I'm doing this telepathically as well. Yeah.
Breaker and Druev, you are standing there looking down at your bodies that are laying in this field.
That's hilarious. I begin laughing uncontrollably.
I'm wondering why Breaker is looking at my body and getting concerned. And I'm also rolling a new character.
Hail, stranger.
And
Can I ask you a question?
so he looks at you and you recognize him as the traveler from before. He is clean shaven. He's wearing a pirate hat. He looks in pretty good shape. He's got a Florida tan. He says, "Hey, how's it going? I got my mojo back." And he slaps you on the back. He's like, "Yeah,
So different.
I know.
You
I
look
got it.
so
I got all my powers back. That was didn't know that bottle opening was going to be the best thing that ever happened to me. Those other two don't look particularly
You don't mean
good.
Magic, do you?
What?
You don't mean magic, do you?
What about magic? You're not poo-pooing magic,
Good.
are you?
Magic is the devil's work.
Don't be. You're not going to bring me down. You're not going to be a wet blanket. Speaking of blankets, he picks up he picked up the Golden Girls blanket. This is nice too.
Oh,
you
you
want-
bastard! You bastard! I'm gonna use an action point to say the following words to Fishay. Don't let him steal my towel.
Is that like, do I hear it?
Yeah, you hear it. You hear a voice.
I'd go to snatch it off the pirate, off the
Okay.
traveler.
Yeah, he's holding it up, and he just hands it to you. Oh yeah, you can have it. He walks over to Breaker and picks up his arm, and it falls. This one's dead, but I can work miracles, so I can bring him back if you want. There might be some, I've done it in the past, and with mixed results, but I can definitely work something out. Do you think he would want like wings or something? I could give him like a big eye in the center report.
Breaker would want any of that, but I don't want to speak for him.
Yeah, but the question is, he may not know he wants it though. He walks over to Drew, picks up her hand, drops. I can do the same thing. I can bring him back.